The internet is absolutely flooded with marketing advice. Gurus, coaches, and self-proclaimed experts are handing it out all for free on every platform. And a lot of it sounds incredibly convincing. But the problem? Some of the most popular, most repeated marketing tips out there are not just ineffective, they're actively costing your customers and wasting your time. You're losing business and draining your budget with some of this advice. So today, I'm going to do something a little different. Instead of giving you 5 things that you should do, I'm going to walk you through 5 marketing tips that the internet keeps pushing that simply do not work the way you've been told. And more importantly, I'm going to tell you what to do instead. If any of these sound familiar, do not feel bad. These are mistakes that even experienced marketers make. So let's get into it. Tip number 1. You have definitely heard this one. I know you have.
Post consistently, and the algorithm will reward you.
This advice has burned out more small business owners than almost anything else in marketing. So here's the truth about it. The algorithm does not reward consistency. It just doesn't. It rewards engagement. You can post every day for 6 months and go absolutely nowhere if your content is not resonating with your audience. In fact, posting mediocre content daily is much worse than posting nothing because it trains your audience to ignore you. And every time someone scrolls past your post without engaging, the algorithm is quietly making notes that your content is not worth showing to more people. So what actually works? Post less, but make each piece of content count. One genuinely useful, entertaining, or emotionally resonant post per week will outperform 7 rushed, forgettable ones every single time. So before you hit publish, ask yourself one question. Would I stop scrolling for this? And if the honest answer is no, go back and make it better. Tip number 2.
Grow your following first, monetize later.
I've seen businesses with 200,000 followers that cannot sell a $25 ebook. And I've seen businesses with 800 followers that generate 6 figures a year. So the size of your audience is almost irrelevant. What really matters is the temperature of your audience, how much they trust you, how aligned they are with what you sell, and how clearly you've communicated your offer. The mistake is building an audience with broad, viral content that attracts everyone, and therefore speaks to no one who actually wants to buy. So what actually works? Build a small, highly targeted audience of people who have a specific problem that you can solve. Monetize from day one, even if it's just 10 people. Make an offer. Learn what they'll pay for. Then you scale that. Then you grow that. A business is not a popularity contest. It's a value exchange. Tip number 3.
Your brand needs to be everywhere.
Now, this is the omni-channel myth, and it's responsible for a staggering amount of wasted energy in small businesses, and I bet you're one of them. So here's what actually happens when you try to be everywhere online. You are never fully anywhere. Let me say that again. When you try to be everywhere, you're never fully anywhere. Your Instagram is mediocre. Your LinkedIn is a ghost town. Your TikTok has 3 videos from 8 months ago. And your YouTube channel has a single upload with a thumbnail that looks like it was made in 2019. And that scattered presence doesn't make you look established. It makes you look like you don't have a strategy. It makes you look like you don't know what you're doing. Scattered presence equals no presence. So what actually works? You want to dominate one channel, dominate one platform before you touch anything else. Find out where your specific buyer spends their time. Go deep on that single channel and build real authority there. And once you have a system that works and content that converts, then and only then Repurpose that content to a second platform because depth beats breadth every time.
Just run ads to get more sales.
Now, this is the one that has cost businesses the most money. Really, I see it constantly. Someone launches a business, gets impatient waiting for organic growth. Then they throw $500 into a Facebook ad, get nothing back, and then they come up to the conclusion with, you know what? Ads don't work. So ads didn't fail you. You just simply ran ads to a broken funnel. That's all that happened. Paid advertising is an accelerant. It's gasoline. And if you pour gasoline on a fire, you get a bigger fire. But if you pour gasoline on wet wood, which is if you don't have a strategy and you're just throwing ads out there, you're just wasting the gasoline. So before you spend a single dollar on an ad, you need to have 3 things confirmed. 3, a proven offer that people actually want, a landing page that converts cold traffic, and a clear understanding of your numbers, specifically how much a customer is worth to you so you know how much you can afford to spend to acquire one. So what actually works in this situation? You want to validate your offer organically first. Get your first 10 to 20 customers through direct outreach, a referral, or organic content. Prove that people will pay for what you are selling. Then, and only then, use paid ads to pour fuel on that fire that's already burning. And finally, tip number 5, my personal favorite to debunk.
All you have to do is focus on brand awareness.
Now, this is the tip that big budget marketing agencies love to sell to small businesses because brand awareness campaigns are easy to run and nearly impossible to measure. But here's the reality of it. Brand awareness ads, anything related to brand awareness, is a luxury that billion-dollar companies can afford. So Coca-Cola, they run brand awareness campaigns because they already captured the market and they just need to stay on top of mind. Apple is the same, and any big brand. You're not a big brand. You're not Coca-Cola. So if you're a small business trying to grow, every marketing dollar you spend needs to be traceable to a result. Impressions are not result. Reach is not revenue. So when a marketing agency tells you they're going to build a brand awareness campaign, ask them one simple question before you go any further. Ask them this: how will we measure the return on the investment? And if that agency can't give you a clear, specific answer, they're about to spend your money on something that makes their portfolio looks good and does nothing for your bottom line. So what actually works? Direct response marketing. Every piece of content, every ad, every email should have a specific, measurable call to action. Whether it's click here, book a call, buy now, download this. Track what converts. Double down on what works. Cut what doesn't work. And that's how small businesses build real momentum. Now, none of these tips are inherently evil. They're not bad, but they all contain a grain of truth. And the problem is that they're being applied by the wrong businesses at the wrong stage of growth. Smart marketing is about doing the right things in the right order. So your homework today, look at your current marketing strategy and honestly identify which one of these 5 traps that we talked about that you have fallen into. Just one. I'm sure you can identify just one. Then make one change this week to fix it. Now, if this video challenged the way you think about marketing, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people find this content. And subscribe if you want more no-fluff marketing strategies, and drop a comment below telling me which one of these 5 tips you've been guilty of following. And I promise you're not alone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.